Back again. We're doing it. Yesterday we missed a stream, but this is Audioplay. This is something completely different. This is the radio. This is what we do with our musica. But on the Twitch channel, you know, we also do like a dual thing with the Eat Fresh stuff. So yesterday we did miss a stream. Tough day to deal with. Very tired. So tomorrow, Eat Fresh is back with the Diablo push, man, because next week is going to be Lord of Hatred is going to pop off. Let me get this louder. I feel like the mic's way down there. I think that's there. It is. Because I have it like negative 3.5, 3.6. If I get up close, I get up. Okay, getting into the we don't pop or peak, but we're there. So yeah, Number Stations by Info Disco and Calico was the intro track. This was on the Miami 2015 EP. I have no direction today. I have no idea what to talk about, what to do. Last week was test drive of the Behringer Crave and Edge. We're still working with that, trying to get some cool stuff for another episode to talk about. Today, I mean, the title is like YouTube. Um, YouTube and Ask Me Anything. If we get people in here, if anybody wants to ask anything, how a record label works, how does my record label works, can we submit demos, can we do whatever, I don't know, how does music work, does do 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 bears poop in the woods, I don't know, whatever you want. But again, probably scanning YouTube for some cool EDM synth related stuff. On TikTok, I noticed with the clips they've been going they've been sliding into a category of synth talk, which I think is kind of interesting, and I've been looking at, and it's just people doing really really cool videos, way cooler than my videos, about synthesizers. They got all the cameras set up all cinematic and stuff like that, and mine, I don't got nothing like that. That's crazy stuff. But all cinematic with their gear all stacked up, and they're doing these crazy things that they've probably set up for like days, and then they do 30-second clip, maybe a 2-minute video of them doing like a live thing, and super cool. Not for me. I don't know, I can, but it's a lot to set up. Maybe I'll do it one day. Maybe I'll set up all the synths and do like a real cinematic, really cool video and stuff like that. But that's just a lot of work, man. I got a 9 to 5, and then I come back here, and then so no work has been done on the new tracks. It's a current iteration. It's called Apogee, but it's not going to be named that. With this vision, with the 102 stuff, it's this is stuff that we recorded from the Edge. That's going to be mirroring LC39B, so that's Launchpad 39B in Cape Canaveral, and basically side B is going to have to be the return, because one is Launchpad, the other side is re-entry. So maybe we'll call it re-entry plug, or we'll call it, like, I don't know, something technical that some performance maneuver that they do when they're coming in. But basically what we got is nothing. We're pretty much done. Let me see. Is this too loud? That's not even on. What are we soloing here? Oh, the Edge. Nice. Still really cool piece right here. Again, nothing's really changed, but we do got to give this a little bit of love soon, so we can get it out. We want to get this out. Want to get this mastered, mixed down. It's still in its sequencing phase. We're still trying to put it together, and we'll get it mixed down. Then we'll get it mastered and all that good stuff. I'm gonna revisit LC39B because although it sounds cool, the more I listen to it, and this is the bad part, it sounds corny. It sounds like underproduced, and I'm probably going to go back to the root file and fix a little bit of the, polish it a bit, fix the transitions, reverb here and there. I gotta duck down a lot of the kick, man, because the kick after I did a sausage fattener, I did a test, I did a master chain that I already have that's custom that I tried, and then I did an ozone test, and ozone just consistently beats a lot of these things. It really depends, there's a video that Deadmau5 is talking about ozone, that he's like, it's great, but you got to duck it down like 5 dB for it to work properly, or whatever. I mean, he's coming in with his proper mixing and stuff like that before it even gets to that point. But what I noticed, the ozone sounded great, but when you do the car test, it just sounds like thump, thump, thump. So I gotta turn down that kick and polish it a little bit more. And then this, obviously, finish sequencing this. So maybe over the weekend, In the meantime, what I've been doing is I've been working with OpenClaw and Olama. Created our own bot, and been working with that to do other projects. Don't know how I'll incorporate it with Audioplay or anything. Probably won't. This is more of an aesthetic and niche kind of touch. So it might never get the, and I don't like AI involved in music, especially when it comes to creating. There's a lot of ads out there on Instagram, a lot of ads about like Sono, I think, and other things that where they're like, oh, you don't know what to put in a song, you don't know what to put in there, just type it in and it'll make the perfect thing for your song. It's like with 102 the other day, K Recordings, CAY, in Moscow. Shout out to them. This dude on Label Radar picked up Reticence for 102 Eggs, and I said, okay, let's put it out with you. And he asked me the strangest thing. I've never heard it before, and it was, can you send me a 30-second screenshot video of your track arrangement? And I was like, this guy's gonna steal my arrangement and make the song himself. And I go, no, he's not. And if he does, so what? You know, I got the master, I got the original, I got everything. You know, it doesn't matter to me. And if I lose, I lose. Whatever. I made the song. I know I did. It's not like it's gonna blow up or anything like that. You know, anything crazy. It might. I don't know. But anyways, I did it, and he said it was for AI purposes. And I go, it's been that rampant because I haven't been putting out too much of. I put out Cidics recently, and all the sub patch stuff, but I haven't been hit with any AI issues. At least I don't think so. But yes. Point of advice for young producers or just people in general who are sending stuff in demos: don't do AI. Don't do it. It's art. It's how good are you? Do you have control of your synthesis? Do you have control of your arrangement? Don't ask the computer to try to make music for you. And I don't care if it's a banger. I don't care if it tells you to take drugs in Amsterdam or shake your booty and don't get with any broke guys or whatever. I don't care what it says. The only thing that I would say is actually kind of interesting, and this is one thing because I can't do it, is singing. And that and where I draw the line is like, okay, one of those, I don't know if it's 11 Labs or one of these other AI things. It's like, okay, record your voice, write the lyrics, and if the AI can make you sound good in key with the song, because I can't sing, but if I can hear myself singing on a track, that's alright with me. It's your own voice. It's just, you know, we got auto-tune. It's just basically auto-tuning you and kind of arranging it and making your words say things that you weren't saying in the first place. Vocalists are going to hate me for this, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, if you're gonna tell me you're gonna make this whole entire track a kick drum and an ARP and all this other stuff, no. Nope. So I might actually start doing that when people submit demos, the same thing that Kay did, and ask for a 30-second clip of the arrangement, just to make sure that this is not AI. Because ultimately, one, it's like, come on, what are you doing? This is art. This is what we're doing. We're doing this thing that we do because we like it. We're not just trying to make bangers, you know, whatever. Second thing is, there are some platforms that are penalizing record labels for doing stuff like that. I think Spotify might take down your stuff if it's AI, or it was before, but we don't want that type of stuff. I've had one issue with legal issues, and that was one time I had a really cool track that I even made a remix to. So the original two guys were, I think, England or somewhere in Europe, and put out this track. I made a remix to it. I made a vocal and a non-vocal release. It was a 3-track release for a single. Within a couple of weeks, we got hit with what's the word? Cease and desist. We got hit with a cease and desist because apparently what they did was they took the demo from an FL Studio version and just exported it and sent it to me. And I don't have FL Studio, so I didn't know that was one of the demo tracks that were on there but it's still copywritten. and lawyers pursued, and they were like, take it down. And I was like, pfft. They told Label Engine, they told Create. Well, at the time it wasn't Create Music Group, but it was Label Engine, and I was like, yeah, sure thing. So what's funny is I still got the song and the remixes. I used to play them anyways. It's out in public. Who cares? It's not like they were there listening, and back then there was no cameras or anything. But either way, similar situations can probably happen. These people have full control, and they could just take down whatever. But that's enough of me ranting. Let's take a quick break, and then we're gonna go to some YouTube videos, some reactions. Don't know what we're gonna find, but let's see. For the break, let's do a little bit of something here. Let's do. Let's go Ultrahan. Ultrahan 102 Eggs, the first 102 Eggs track. I think we did this last week, but we're gonna do it again. So a little talking about this track. This track is entitled Ultra Hand. As you can see, look at the cool stuff up here. That's like that 80s kind of sci-fi thing, but of The Legend of Zelda. So this whole project of 102 Eggs is a it started as there's a song I really love. It's one of my favorite songs ever. It's Dusk Blender, right? And it's like a hybrid techno progressive track, right? It's you just gotta hear it. If you hear it, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. It's the weirdest thing in the world, but it's the coolest freaking song in the world. Basically, this song inspired a whole entire persona. And I was like, okay, I gotta make this type of music. I really want to. It's like techno-y, really cool synths, but ARPs. You know, like ARPs. Nothing but ARPs, side-chained, hard pumping, 126 to 132, progressive-y, melodic, cool stuff. I also used a little bit of influence from J-Tech from Anjuna Beats. His stuff's kind of cool. Some of his stuff's a little bit too commercially and a little bit too poppy, but similar vibe. But this whole entire thing spawned from just one song. I was like, I don't want to sound like that, but let's make something. The name, since the project isn't or ever was really that serious back then, and now it kind of is, I'm like, you know, there's the NBA young boy, there's all these people putting numbers in their names and stuff like that, and I'm like, I want to put a number in my name. And then I heard about the whole entire Spanish version of 102 Eggs is Ciento de Huevo, and I'm like, you know what, if I'm ever on tour or this thing blows up and it's in South America, people are gonna laugh. They're gonna be like, ha. But if I'm in Germany or in Russia or in China, they're not gonna know what it means, and that makes it even funnier. So the whole entire name is a joke. 102 Eggs name is just simply like a practical joke for people who don't speak Spanish, and I do, so it's funny to me. Now, Ultra Hand was the first song because it was around the time when my oldest daughter, when did this come out? When did Ultra Hand come out? Let's say here, I think it was 21 or 22. 2022. I added it here. If I click on it, where does it take me? Take me to Ultra Hand. It says 24. I don't know if that's true or not. Has to be, obviously. That's when it came on Spotify. But 2 weeks earlier was a what's it called? A Beatport exclusive. So I guess, yeah, that's accurate, because I built this PC in the end around Christmas 2021. And had it running in the beginning of 2022, and then I was doing some other things, but I was, for a year, the beginning of 2023 was building up Audioplay again to relaunch, do another relaunch of the label. And this was one of the first songs that were going to come out. During that time frame, 23, my kid was 5, turning 6, and her obsession was playing video games with me, and she latched on to, honestly, my favorite franchise of all time, which is The Legend of Zelda. And around that time, we were playing what was it called, Breath of the Wild, in anticipation of Tears of the Kingdom to come out. And I haven't been talking, I haven't even checked Twitch. Alright, cool, nothing going on any of them. So, basically, when I started, it all kind of combined, and I was launching this new thing with Audioplay, and I was playing with her, Zelda, and I was like, what are we going to name this song? And I'm like, well, it kind of sounds mythical, it kind of sounds like it's out there, and I'm like, well, what about the main powers that you get in Breath of the Wild? We make a song for each power, and the first power that you get is the Ultra Hand. and that Ultra Hand should have been like 3 or 4 more songs in an EP about other stuff. I mean, I forget what the other powers are. The one where you stop stuff, and there's a couple other ones. I forget their names. Re something. She knows. She knows all of them. She'll tell me, "Dad, you know them." But Ultra Hand's the main one, the first one where you could just pick stuff up and tears and do all kinds of other things in Breath of the Wild. And so this was Ultra Hand. That's where the name came from. And a funny fact of this one, I made it so that there was no white noise buildups, no crashes, no nothing. The entire song is free of buildups and crashes in the sense of white noise going or crashes that go out. And I left it like that on purpose. I left it raw like that. I was like, I want to challenge myself and make a track that flows in and out without any buildups or drops. And that was it. You kept it in key, did an ARP, and just kind of trucked through this 6-minute song with just changing instruments in key because of, in this emotion, this thing got really high, and then all of a sudden we're going to switch it to another like weird synth. And that was Ultra Hand. Anyways, I talk so much that we're going to have to go to another break, but let's do something else. I'm going to show this first part right here. And this is 2 things I want to show you. This came out 3 weeks ago on Reverb with deadmau5, and this is an actual deadmau5 one from 15 years ago. Show you how far his collection's gone. As you can see in the thumbnails, look at the difference between the two. Look at the difference of the racks between the two, right? A little insane, right? So this one's a 2-minute video. Let's hope this doesn't kill our ears. Let's see what happens. It's gonna totally kill our ears. I don't pay for premium. You know how it is. We're not sponsored by Taco Bell or whatever that was before, but you know, go to Taco Bell, have some Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. I like it. I like the taste. Like it sounds 15 years ago. What was that? 2011. Oh my god, 15 years ago. I was in my early 20s. And he was in his early 30s. Cuz I remember before Twitch, before YouTube Live, before all this stuff got popping, he used to jump on Ustream, and I used to watch him on Ustream all the time. Like he was very active on there. That's where he did the Velt, I think, the vocals for the Velt. I think I was there for that one. And he also had a moving when he moved into his place and built the studio, but that thing is huge. That thing is huge on the top. That module on the top is ridiculous. And you could tell, I mean, he's at his old place, but like this dope for rack right here costs more than everything combined in my studio in terms of synths. And yeah, we pretty much got 2 the same size with the bottom one and a half rack up here. Not to mention this off-screen stuff right here. It's out of focus. I was making the Street Fighter theme, like for this new movie that's coming out in this summer. I think he just wants to show this bad boy off. It's so out of focus. It's so bad. But see, back then we didn't know how good we have it now, obviously. We didn't know. Imagine like in 15 years in the future from now, you know. 2041. Jeez, that's crazy. 2041 is 15 years in the future. So 15 years in the future, we're going to be seeing these things like in 16K or 32K or freaking holograms or something. But you look at this back then, and this was a normal video back then. You're like, okay, I can see what's going on in here. But now we're so used to like high def, 4K, 8K stuff. The amount of caffeine right here.
Waste of time? I think not.
That's your opinion, dude. Anyways, so we're gonna come back and then watch this one after a brief message. We're gonna take another break. We're trying to stick to the format as much as possible. Let's do beep 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 boop beep 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 boop deep deep. Dreams by At the Bar. This whole entire EP was great, and I wish I got more music from At the Bar, and maybe I'll reach out to them. We need more, but this is At the Bar. This is Dreams. Be right back. It was a different time back then. Very well produced track. This type of music though right now isn't too in. You know, there's some people who are still holding on to this type of, you know, but back, you gotta understand, 10 years ago, not even, yeah, about that, right? 10, how old is Audioplay? 2014, we launched January 2014, so we're just over 12 years old now. Back then, you know, you had the big house, Avicii, Swedish House Mafia, everything was taking over the world. And this was a great EP, very well produced. Craig Dance, incredible. The tracks today, this would sound outdated, to be honest. But just like stuff from Tiesto, Adagio, Traffic, they sound a little bit dated. It doesn't matter because it's a capsule of that time. And during that time, this thing was a banger. This was it. It was the big house, again, Swedish House Mafia, Martin Garrix, Avicii, Afrojack during that time. Dutch House ruled the world. The glides on the synths, you know, the high arps sounding like trance arps, but they were like on, and then the kicks were like 808s, like doom doom, a lot of low end on them, sounding like you're in a hall kind of thing. But yeah, anyways, I think with this video right here, we're just gonna watch react. I've already watched it. It's a great video, as you can see the little red bars all the way to the end. He's funny in it. We're gonna comment on it. Basically, I am the Asmongold of electronic music. I'm just gonna sit here and react to this one, and we're gonna put it on full screen. Hopefully, when I clip this, it looks good. It probably won't. But anyways, we can see the comparison from what he started at to what his rig looks like now, and obviously he's in his new studio. So this is gonna yell at me. Yeah, that's gonna yell at me. Oh, look, it's Tim Robbins and his bro. These guys try to sell courses all the time. It's funny, rich men who are just trying to make you feel better. I have nothing against what they're doing, but it's almost like, what do you do? It's a weird thing. They're obviously, once you get money, then you start investing in buying, you know, in companies, and you start doing all kinds of things, you know, putting your money everywhere. But oh shoot, here we go.
Mouse. And this is my name's Joel, PK Dead Mouse. And this is my office, my lab, my retreat, basically where I spend a lot of time, to be quite honest. And I
would too, bro. I'd live in there. I'd put a bed in there.
Gear acquisition syndrome, and I hope you enjoy your time following me through my therapy process.
Don't want to get hit with a copyright there.
I've had studios before. I had a really good idea of what I wanted coming in. This took like a solid 3 years just to get it to make sound. See,
and I can understand that.
Of dreams for like 2 years before I could even walk in here without having to unzip some plastic ET shit, you know, like.
And the thing is that, like, I mean, you're seeing even with something small like the Crave back here. It's funny because I'm sitting here. The reason I got the Crave was because it was bundled with the Edge. The main thing I was after was the Edge, and all I've been messing with is the Crave, because I want to get that one functioning correctly and getting it down on MIDI in Ableton, and so I could put it out to you guys so you could watch it and you could hear it later in productions. And that's taken me like 2 weeks just to figure out the synth and my setup and seeing what I need to get or what I need to move or what I need to do. And I haven't even gotten to the one that I want to work with, which is the Edge. So I get him. The fact that this thing is ginormous, it takes him 3 years just to get it functioning. And at the end of those 3 years, it's probably like, he's probably looking like, oh, I want more. I want more.
That's what it was like. My whole house was like ET for like a solid 2 years. Yeah. I hadn't explored making music until probably like a decade after like using it for more utility for like recording a radio show. My first instrument was a Korg M something, but it was a box. It was detented buttons on it, had no knobs, and it was like up, down, up, down. The thing that I used for it was I used C-Lab notator. So I guess that's computer music, right? But no sound ever came out of it. It ran on an Atari ST that I had to beg like my mom to buy from a Toronto group called Legion of Green Men. That's when the x86 platforms came out, like the DOS-based application.
What's so wild about him is that he's not that old. He's not. He makes it sound like he's like Bob Moog. He makes it sound like he's 80 years old, and that these things. But like that's the reality of it, you know. It's like at the forefront of this stuff at the time he was doing it, this is what was available and this is what was going on, you know. But looking at this right here, he's aging himself looking like he's 10-15 years older than what he actually is.
Like Impulse Tracker and Scream Tracker and all of the trackers, right? But I got into that in a really weird way. Well, I don't know if you can put this in there. Really, I used to make cracktros. The challenge and the fun part of doing a cracktro was that it all had to be under a megabyte. Trackers were great for that because you could just have samples and little tiny wavetables and loop cycles, and then you use your tracker to sequence the stuff. So that's how I got started in music, just out of utility, because I was the only one willing to like learn it. The whole Niagara Falls music scene, I think, was built on pirated software. I think that's actually that's maybe the second synth I ever bought.
It's a good one. It's a very good one. Look how beat up it is. Wow.
Was that 106. Not that one. There's another one in the basement because the fucking CMOS battery died on it. And so I just found another one online and bought it. But same thing. I grew up in Niagara Falls, which isn't, it never was and probably still isn't the mecca of electronic music. We had some pawn shop down there called AJ's. I go in there and I know exactly what the fuck that thing is. So he's kind of got it like sitting sideways in a fuck it bin. And so I told him, I say, hey man, I'm looking for like a MIDI controller. And so I kind of pulled out, well, what about this? He goes, I don't know. He didn't even know what the fuck it was, right? And I was like, well, I'm like, no, I just need the keys. And he's like, oh, okay, $50. And I was like, 40, he's like, yeah, all right, you know what, whatever. Some of the BSODs, like all the bass lines and stuff, was that. And so I just found.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I grew up in Niagara Falls, which isn't synth I ever bought.
Let's do something right now. Let's do something real quick. Wow. Let's get an average. It's about the average. $1,700 because I see some for 21 and I see some for 15. So there you go.
Well, it's just literally a 106 through a fucking BBE. This is the BSOD sauce. Also, the bass line. The Nova Mod SH101. The Nova Mod is just like, extra like LFO ins, and you can, like, it's the same thing, right? Like just some extra circuit bend features and stuff for like resonance driving or cross modulating an external audio source in or self FMing it and stuff like that. So it's like, these are not stock. and neither is that or these. But this is, you know. I actually met Steve Duda through working with Fruity Loops.
How young Steve was there?
Company, like you literally knew everybody on the forums, you know, and they were all people. Like, and Steve Duda was there like all the fucking time. And one day he was just like,
I think you can hear the track in the back, right? A little bit. So let me kind of dumb that down while he talks over it. All right, let's go back to him.
good at it because we can
Oh Lord,
actually.
he's still there. That's really bad. Let's fast forward a bit.
He's living in LA. He's got jobs for days and just shit to do.
I mean,
And
let's
like,
get to the
"Fuck, man,
synths.
I gotta like.
There we go.
This is the Stranger Things section,
Let's
basically.
go back.
You
Let's
know
go
what
back.
I mean, I was like,
So we got a couple of Nords. We got a Nord Wave, Nord Lead. I don't know what that is. We got Dave Smith right here. I've always wanted a Prophet 8, but he has a Prophet 10 here. It's funny, man. It's like he probably uses these once, a couple times.
this is the Stranger Things section, basically. You know what I mean? I was like, I should have a whole like little homage to that fucking soundtrack. It's like one of my favorite little riffs, and you can tell when someone's trying to fake it with new shit and trying to make it sound aged and shit like that. So it's like I thought that I like that warm sound, and I am.
There's nothing like analog synths
in my shit. Here's something you don't see every day. The
Oh.
CMI 30A.
This thing is crazy. I don't even know what the freak this thing is, but he has it, and he has it on the hallway. It's like display, like a museum.
With the still working light pen. This predates the invention of the mouse. That's how old this is. So you had to do your Thriller doot 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 on that. Has some slight modifications though to bring it into the future.
Look at that box down there. Like, what? Is that it has a key?
So this is, I think, a compact for the touchpad here to access certain things, and then the futuristic CD drive where you could load your
Jeez,
CMI
bro.
libraries on compact disc. I've used this on tracks. I use it on a track called 2448. It was called. It's me and my names. So
I wish I could play it for
a
you,
number
but I
of
can't.
Places where I like stash gear. This is kind of like one of them. So this is mystery stuff. So let's see what we got here. I don't even know what this is. What is it? Oh yeah, Novation. Let's go. I use this quite a bit. Oh, look at this. Holy shit. Oh yeah,
Wait, which Novation?
Let's go. I use this.
Novation Base Station 2. I got the Mini Nova up here with the vocoder and stuff. Maybe I'll break it out in episode 10 next week, and we'll do like a whole run through of the Mini Nova. It's a solid synth. I used to mess with it and was like, "Whoa, this thing sucks." But what happened was I sucked. I was the problem. The thing does not suck. The Mini Nova is really cool, and I messed with it 6 months, 12 months ago, and did some really cool stuff with it. And I think Novation's a great company. They do some great stuff. The packaging they could up that. I mean, they can make it look cooler, and they can make the stuff feel a little bit better. The plastic feels plasticky. Make it feel a little bit more woody or iron, metal, I don't know, aluminy, something like that. But what they got going on is it's pretty dope, and I'll do that. I'll do a showcase of the Mini Nova. There, we got something to do next week. There we go.
It's quite a bit. Oh, look at this. Holy shit. The Dreadbox. This is gear acquisition syndrome at its worst.
Same.
What is this?
Except I don't have the money that he has.
That's special. Oh, yeah. An SH2. That's before the 101. Yeah, this is ancient.
He's making me
Waldorf
bite my
made
nails,
a,
man,
A one-off,
watching this.
kind of, they entered into the module market, but then they also made like a kind of like a keyboard all-in-one thing where you could put the modules in. And that was neat. Oh, Oberheim City. This is the one that you kind of want. is the original SEM. So I went through my whole like, I'm not gonna commit to buying a full OB8. I will just buy SEMs and I'll buy 8 of them.
Yeah.
Stupid. Should have just got an OB8. Fuck, it smells like weed in here. Oh, wait, look at that. We got ARPs. So one of these is original and one of these is a remake. And yo, you ever see one of these? It's called an octopus. Obviously hasn't been used in a minute, but when I did use it, man, it was fucking crazy sequencer. I loved it. This is the original ARP. I'm not gonna take it out because it's a pain in the ass. Now we're like in like archaic land, like again, mystery box. Let's see. Nothing. Someone stole the synth out of my synth. Oh, you know what? It's upside down.
Bro, it's upside down. Bro has a rack. He's like, oh, they stole it from me.
Down. Oh, Persephone. Yeah. Charlie Clauser loves this thing. Nine Inch Nails, Saw, soundtrack and all that stuff. It's a theremin, but you touch it.
One thing I've always wanted to get, and I don't see any, I mean, I could incorporate it and stuff. I could figure it out, but like a theremin is just, when I saw the Bob Moog documentary, oh my God, when I saw the theremin, I was like, you can make music just doing this? What? There we go. We got 2 things to talk about. Mini Nova and theremins.
David Hasselhoff's jacket. I haven't tried it on yet, but that guy's something else. Well, this is cool though. Here's history. I don't know if you know what this is.
Okay, this is not synth. This is at this point. This is just him talking about himself here. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one.
With Base 44.
Oh wow. Okay, so Base 44 is cool. I have not used it. I used Replit actually to build an app, and I haven't pushed it out because, you know, to be able to push out apps on iOS or Android, at least iOS, you got to pay like some sort of exorbitant fee to be able to be an app developer. But it's totally worth it if you got something going for you. My little app wasn't that. It's just a funny little app. It's not nothing crazy. Oh, we could skip. Let's skip. Here we go. Hold on. What?
But if you could, yeah, probably the console. These are gonna die out. I think they've all went digital and they're good, but they got firmware. Like firmware. Some of these pieces of hardware are literally just one guy's mind and his soul and his craft. I love the sole proprietorship.
I've always wanted to make my own synth.
Gear. You know, like Rupert Neve was fucking awesome about that. Bob Moog was awesome. Those are my favorite pieces of gear. And I never tour with anything like I can't replace, except for once. That's the last unicorn. That's 30 of 30. Yeah, the last one. I took it to the Wiltern Theater for the stringy thing. I mean, it was fancy day.
Look at that, man.
Make sure you box it up good, and you know, you don't want to fuck over the last Voyager ever made. You know, like, goddamn, that'd be tragic. Linda Parrott got me that. Yeah, she's crazy. I love her. She's awesome. And that's fucking badass, though. That M5N. It's its own ARP thing. I wouldn't say it's a clone, like it's trying to be an ARP. There's some things you can do on that are a little bit, actually kind of better. More or less, it is an ARP. You see this little fucking guy hiding down here? You probably didn't notice.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, I would definitely grab this in a fire. You hear a company called Synthswin? They do maintenance, restoration, stuff like that on old synths and stuff. They fucking knocked this one out of the park. Like, they didn't circuit bend it, but yeah. And it is beautiful. It sounds great. It's not dirty. But I use it a lot, believe it or not. It's on a track called Snow Cone, which I like. It's the justification that, oh, I spent so much money on this fucking thing, I might as well use it. You know, like, and it's just like, I feel better that it got used, not so much as, aha, look what I used on this, and this is why it sounds good. The guy who kind of kicked it off was...
That's just a piece of it. I did see his other wall.
Scott Humphrey, who was Motley Crue's engineer.
That's the other wall.
Bro studio guy for like ever. He had a huge fridge-sized, large format Polyvox system. And then DJ Arrow, he was into the dope for stuff, like he had a lunchbox. And he's like, yeah, it's Eurorack. And I was like, cool. So I was like, oh, I got a little bit of change. I'll just put together a little mini rack. And he told me, he's like, this is a slippery slope. And I'm like,
It's like opioids.
yeah, but all you really need is just a couple of VCOs, a filter, maybe a ring mod.
Nope.
Maybe
Wrong.
a sequencer, maybe a clock, maybe another sequencer in case I get more oscillators. Maybe different types of oscillators. They got any wavetable oscillators? Any valve oscillators? What about like slew rate limiter? Yeah, I need one of those. So that's what happens, right? But the first complete thing I got after, like I did have probably about this many modules in various lunchboxes and stuff. And then I went over to Bruce at ModCan and I wanted to one-up Daft Punk because they had the largest A series. So theirs came up to about here, and then I just did one more. So it's just a big, large format, kind of Duplo version of the modular rack that I really like, you know? So I can get some like really gritty shit out of that. But then for the more like the richer divine digital half, blink, 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 and all that shit, you kind of lean more towards the Eurorack stuff. There are some bangers in here for sure. I section them out kind of like this is the Harvestman section, and then this is Schwayman Land, and we've actually developed our own modules, these ones. This is a collaboration between myself and Oxy. It's called the D5 Link, and you could take an HDMI cable. HDMI is 16 pin, so you could basically have 8 ins, 8 outs, and then you take an HDMI cable, and then you go into here, right? And then you can send receive CV just over a single HDMI cable instead of having extenders and cables.
That's incredibly convenient instead of having tons of cables just going through one CV. That's incredible.
This is cool too. The Mega Rack. Erica actually will sell you this. I love this. There's not enough of this in the music world. Mechanical fucking keys. I love Erica synths modules. They're just really well built. They feel great. Even the digital ones, you know. That's a Colossus. There's about 7 of them in the wild. I mean, this is as close as you're gonna get to the fucking EMS. This is a lot of polar. A lot of the bass lines. My Heart Has Teeth is a bass line. But again, you know, like just this is your EMS Synthie A, basically. It's just literally, it's like 4 Synthie A's just co-patched and stuff. And then, oh, thank God. Yeah, I always lose these motherfucking things. These are like probably harder to get than the fucking synth. I thought they were all the same. No, they have different resistances. So I was like, oh
shit.
That's why my patch sounds like shit. I love shit like this too. Gadgets. You know the video game Spore? I'm big into game dev and the
Spore. There was a whole phase for Spore. I never got into it. He got into it. I know a lot of people got into it.
The creator of Spore got me this as a little gift. It's just a fidget spinner on a fucking guitar pickup, so it's like, and you can use it as like an LFO, and it just goes forever. That's mechanical. So if you want some like LFO, you just flick it and then do that, and it does that. You can do a CV in and out, and that's all it is. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. That's a cool little gadget.
This is fucking rare. Not only is it the Devilfish, also has the Quicksilver mod. Both. Yeah, so there's not too many of these.
303.
Some
acid
I scored this from Sean at Analog Haven in LA. The Devilfish mod, it's this. So it's kind of a circuit bent 303 in a way that like you could slam the resonance way past it needs to be. It has overdrive in it, which was the classic actual that Josh Winks did.
That's a name drop. Josh Wink.
And it was either that or he had a normal one and he just went into like a boss like distortion, like their basic one. But so many things, like you could do filter tracking with this and filter FM on top of it, so it like modulates itself and it gives us this really weird sound. It's just way squelchier. And then you could just like hold this for the accent as well as like momentary for like performance and stuff. And then it has like things like soft attack, or like you can change the attack where you couldn't really do that on that. It was just either on and off, or the NVOD mod thing. I don't know, like a lot of this lore is just lost, man. I hear kids talking about, oh, listen to this 808.
And it's all serum stuff, and it's all digital, you know. And like, I mean, hey, Steve, his best friend, created the reason why a lot of these people today are just like, oh, listen to this, look at this patch I made. And it's like, look at all this hardware. Do hardware. It's fun, you know. Yeah, you gotta do some software, of course. It makes the workflow easier, makes everything easier, and it sounds good too. But
you're playing a sine wave, dude. That's like, you don't understand. It's a very specific thing in 808. You know, it's not just, you just literally took the word kick and replaced it with 808. Just because it's a sawtooth with a filter doesn't mean it's a. Yeah, what, I'm old and mad.
Is that
screaming off his porch
in cases?
Yeah. Bro, I called him. I know. I was like I don't remember saying Bukla. He goes, it's Bukla. And I was like, fuck,
Yeah.
shit.
I had no idea.
Sorry. You and Bob should start a fucking club. You know, it's Moog. It's Moog.
all right, we can't hear that, and it pretty much finished. That's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty cool. So that's it for tonight. You know, I mean, we turned nothing into something, actually, and we got an idea of what we're going to do. I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do, but I'm actually gonna do it. I'm gonna sign off. What are we going to play off tonight? Let's do some trance. Let's do. Did we do Yeah, we've done Terraform. Never mind. Let's not do trance. We'll do a short one. A shorty short. That's too loud. Let's see here. What do we want? Might not be able to do a short one. Done love story. Back up. Let's go back up. We did Info Disco earlier, so why don't we do Info Disco again? Between these two, Warsaw and Excuse Me. Let's do Warsaw. Warsaw's one of the more annoying ones. What's funny, a little bit of info about this EP. This is the first release on Audioplay Ever. And this is me and my boyfriend Fresh when we want to do our techno stuff. And we did it on Sylenth 1, a demo version of it. And the way the demo used to make you want to buy the whole version, which I wasn't going to spend $250 on it at the time, was it would bring in this like white noise to kind of break up the sound, and I kind of used it to the advantage of it, and also chopped a lot of it so you wouldn't hear the white noise. But I'm going to play Warsaw, and I'm going to say thank you for watching. Back next week, we're going to do Mini Nova and probably talk theremins. Okay, so signing off. Take care, everybody. Stay safe for the rest of the week.